So here, you can take out any one you want. You can even look to see the one you get.
Okay.
Now I'm going to turn away. That doesn't matter. I will see your card. What'd you get?
Oh, I just saw.
Doesn't make any difference. You're going to write your name or a picture on the front of the card. Okay, I have a pen just for that. Here you go. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I see it. We're all going to see it.
Okay.
This isn't a trick. It's a new kind of technology, and let's just see if it works out. Ooh, it says rock. Any reason for that?
Oh, that's my nickname.
Oh, nice. Well, here, the rock card, the only one face up now. Hold out your hands. I don't even want to touch these. Hold the deck in your hand. Hold the deck in your hand.
Okay.
And cut the cards.
Cut the card?
So it's in the middle.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, put the top on. Excellent. So now your 4 of clubs that you wrote, it's the only card face up.
Right.
Turn the whole deck over.
Okay.
So it's the only one face down. I don't want to touch anything. There's nothing in my hands.
Okay.
Now spread through the cards for me because I want a card for myself too. I won't take yours. Oh, how about, that was easy to remember. An ace of spades. Well, there's your card. I don't want to take that. I'll take the ace of spades. Fair enough?
Yes.
That goes here. Now let's try the communication. Close up the deck. There's your card. Do you want to put it in your pocketbook? Maybe that's safe.
The whole deck?
Why not?
Okay.
I don't want to touch it. Well, the pocket's fine too.
Okay.
Now let's form a human chain. You know each other. Do you mind holding hands?
Sure.
And do you mind holding my hand? Yeah. Let's try and send some vibes, you to me and me to you. You ready? You might feel a slight tingling sensation. Others experience a kind of electric shock. If you enjoyed the sensation, I'm sorry. When I leave, it's over. Okay? Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Help me out. Help me out.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
That's what we're going for.
Great.
Whoa. I felt something, did you?
Yeah.
You had the 4 of clubs, you wrote something on it. I felt something. Could you take the deck out of your pocket? Hold them face up in your hands and spread through till you get to your card. I don't want to touch anything. No, it's there. Oh, there it is. Okay. When I count to 3, turn over your 4 of clubs.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Turn it over. Now it's the ace of spades.
Oh.
I have nothing in my hands.
Oh my God.
Because we're only halfway there.
Is this halfway? Okay.
Well, yeah, because I have to reach in my pocket, take out one card.
No.
It's a 4 of clubs. It says rock. Guys,
No way.
something happened there.
It was the electric shock.
It was. Hi, I'm David Regal, and modern transportation is a trick I do a lot. I've done it at the Magic Castle literally hundreds of times. But as you saw, you can do it anywhere. What I like about it is, besides the fact that the method is crazy sneaky, giving you a squeaky clean transposition, it's not an effect that has that tiny stage that's 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches, the size of a deck of cards. Some card effects are like that. Everything's just contained in that little space. This effect, it goes from over here to this person, to that person, or to wherever I'm standing. Maybe there's people in between. It's just a much bigger stage for an effect. And for that reason, I get a lot of use out of it. The method will amuse you, I think, because you get a lot with very little. You need a deck of cards. You need an extra of 1 card. If your deck has 2 identical jokers, you can just use the 2 identical jokers. I prefer to bring in an extra ace of spades. So I'm working with 2 aces of spades and one other thing. Believe it or not, double stick tape. Now, you might be wondering, how is this going to make that magic happen? Well, it goes a long way, that little tiny piece of tape. Here's what you do. Here's my extra ace of spades. That's going to be set under a few cards from the top. My other ace of spades has a little piece of double stick tape in the middle, and what I do is I put it in the middle, burnish it on a hard surface, tap it many, many times so it's not that sticky. But here's one other thing you want to do with this particular effect. Put that ace face up on the deck and flex the deck. In other words, you're flexing the face down cards in a convex way, but also the face up ace of spades. Now you turn it over. So if you look very closely, you could see it sort of wants to bend it a different way than the rest of the cards. This helps you in this effect. Then any card, the next card can just go on top. Why? It's not really needed, but this way I can keep the deck in the box, nothing sticky anywhere. I've also done this effect without these few cards on top, because everything that's set up is in the first few cards. And the ace of spades doesn't have to be 3 away from the top. It could be just, 2. But I've used a deck for a whole act, and then snuck these cards, added them onto the deck when I was ready to do this trick. So you don't have to dedicate a deck just for modern transportation. At any rate, it's a very simple setup. You have that one non-sticky ace of spades under a few cards, and that top adhered is an indifferent card, and here's your other ace with a tape in the middle. The only reason I keep an indifferent card on top is so there's no tape to worry about if I keep everything in a card box. Nothing sticks. In the course of the routine, I separate that card, and I'll show you when it happens. Let's say the 7 of spades was selected by a spectator. Now remember, there's no writing on it at this point. I give the spectator a pen. And as I instruct the spectator on where to draw the symbol or write his name, I take the top adhered double and I just separate them. I keep it near the deck, but just separate them as if I'm just toying with the cards. Show the top card, indicating where I want that person to sign, and kill it to the middle. What has that done? Well, now my ace of spades is on top, and there's the sticky stuff. So he signs it or adds a symbol. I put it right on top, make a gesture as I push down, because I want those two stuck together, the ace and that selection. And sometimes I do it when I show the audience the selection. If I'm going to give the spectator the card, I hand them the deck and apply a little pressure with my thumb. I always like to show by pushing over a block, because remember I have a face-up ace. I push over a block and remind them the only face-up card is the card they picked, in this case a 7 of spades. If I'm performing on a table, I will table the deck at this point and have them cut. But you don't need a table. I can hand them the deck, have them cut the deck. They turn it over. And again, if I have a table, I like this to play big. We spread the deck and they see their card. I have them put their finger on their card. Of course, they think it's their card. What that one little piece of tape did was a switch. It hid their card. It stuck behind that ace of spades. And it exposed that ace of spades that was reversed from the beginning. It's a pretty efficient system. Again, if you don't have a table, as you saw, the spectator can just spread in their own hands. They can't feel the double card. They don't know what a double card feels like. So while they're holding it, I can take out that ace of spades, show it to them, and stick it in my pocket. Now I'm wearing a white shirt. You'll be able to see the card through my pocket. Normally, you would not wear a white shirt. You'd wear a dark shirt so they cannot see the card in your pocket. If you're wearing a jacket, it could be a jacket pocket. But what I do when I put this in my pocket, I immediately separate them. That's so there's no hang up later when I want to show the climax. So they're stuck together. So I'll use the ace of spades just because, as if it's easy to remember. It's in the deck. I go, what would be ace of spades? Yeah, why don't I use the ace of spades? Goes in the pocket. It's separated. And now the trick is over. But as far as they're concerned, it hasn't begun. We do the whole rigmarole. They can put their finger on the card. I touch their hand or they touch mine. If there's several people, I can make a human chain. When it's time for them to turn over that card, 2 things are important. You have to remind them that it's their card, your 7 of spades that you wrote on. When I count to 3, turn over that 7 of spades. 1, 2, 3. And I always, as they turn over that card, clap and go like this. Because everyone goes, what? And they immediately want to look at me to make sure I'm not doing anything sneaky. And I'm like this, nothing in my hands. This is a huge effect. Don't rush to the pocket. That being the ace of spades seems incredible to an audience. And then I remind them, but we're only halfway there. And now you're squeaky clean. You reach in, you take that loose card, which will be closest to your body, and here's a golden discrepancy. It's facing me, which is good to tee up the reveal. But a card that was facing them went into the pocket. The ace of spades is facing them. I pull out a card facing me. Don't worry about it. A golden discrepancy. And you have this wonderful moment where they're going, no, no, no. You turn it over. You can give them the card. Everything on the table. They can paw it if they wanted to. A trick I do probably as much or more than any other effect because it's such a simple and yet very, very clean and very amazing transposition of 2 cards. That's modern transportation, and I hope you like it. If you like modern transportation, and what's not to like, transport yourself over to your keyboard and leave a review for Penguin Magic.